Hi, I'm Randall Winter with Randall Winter Construction, and since 1980 I've been working with homeowners and building owners like yourself, providing residential and commercial remodeling. We've been assisting people like you in discovering your vision for a new dream home and luxury office that gives your space an attractive look and a comfortable feel. We have repeatedly provided the highest level of quality and service as a result of our trained and proven expert craftsmen. If you'd like to learn more, or if you'd like to get a hassle-free estimate, please feel free to give us a call or visit us on the web at www.rgwinter.com. Thank you.
Welcome to Live from Augusta National, the final day of the Masters Tournament. I'm Dan Agnew at the Signal here in Valencia, California. Vince Johnson joins us from Augusta National, where a winner of the 2013 Masters has just been crowned.
That winner is not me. I am soaking wet. I completely forgot my raincoat. Yes, Adam Scott just won the Masters, dramatic fashion on the 10th hole. I was actually standing next to Mark Leachman, who was on the leaderboard when Adam Scott hit his winning putt to win the Masters, becoming the first Australian ever to win the Masters. The Australians went absolutely crazy. I hadn't seen a lot of Australians all week, but as soon as we got into the playoff, there were people dressed up in entire suits made out of the Australian flag. It was an absolute riot out there after they won. And of course, the leaders don't go off until later today, and so everyone had plenty of time to get well lubricated throughout this day and get plenty of liquid courage. And then of course the rain started coming. It was just a wild atmosphere here at Augusta National. It was something I've never experienced before. It was quite insane. Did we have a couple Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi chants? I mean, I hope so. Just a few more than a few, yes. Okay. It was a constant chant as we were walking back from the 10th hole toward the clubhouse and toward the entrances, which is where the media room is. And yes, it was absolute bedlam outside. Lots of Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. And a lot of the patrons got into it as well, that, you know, they were congratulating the Australians for getting their first winner ever. It's a big deal for Australia. You could even you hear the media here that are from Australia. It's a really big deal for Australia. Definitely. And by the way, I wanted to point out that I'm wearing red. Today is my Sunday red Tiger Woods style. Yes. You know, I'm wanting to show aggression here on this show today. And you are. Okay. So what aggressive things do you have to say about today? Aggressive things? Well, luckily there were no rules controversies today, so I don't have anything bad to say about that. I just, I think it's cool because it's kind of erases the ghost of Greg Norman. He had the famous collapse he's the Australian who had the famous collapse at the '96 Masters. And it was just fun to watch today. Maybe it makes me a bad person, I don't know, but I found myself kind of rooting against Angel Cabrera throughout the day. I really wanted one of these Australian guys to come through. I don't know about you. Yeah, I mean, I was pulling for Brent Snedeker, as you know, early, and he fell to the pressure of Sunday at Augusta. But yeah, I mean, Adam Scott was definitely somebody that's been up toward the leaderboard at a lot of majors. He finished second in the British Open, kind of collapsed in the British Open last year, and so it's kind of his time. He deserves to win a major and win a green jacket. And that's right. This is his first major, period. Right. Yeah. This is his first major. Mm-hmm. And it's big for him and big for Australia, and he's a very deserving winner, no doubt about it. Yeah, and 2 years in a row you get to see a two-hole playoff. You've seen a lot of, in your years covering this tournament, you've seen a lot of dramatic finishes. I've seen a lot of dramatic finishes. This one, because it was raining all day, made it a little bit more kind of wild. There were a lot of umbrellas. I don't know how much you could see on television, but yes. There were so many umbrellas out there, and so trying to dodge umbrellas as you're going from hole to hole and from shot to shot is quite the challenge. But it was something that I'll never forget.
I'm curious, by the way, because I did see those umbrellas, and they all seem to be like the official Augusta umbrellas. Do you have to have like the official ones, or I mean, is that just what everybody was buying?
That's a good question. I took a picture of the prohibited items this morning, posted it to Instagram, but I don't know if umbrellas is on that list. I did notice. I mean, I agree with you. It looks like pretty much all the umbrellas were Augusta National umbrellas. So maybe that is a rule that they use to prevent people from bringing tons of their own umbrellas. I one at the pro shop.
I'm curious how much they cost, right? Because everything's so cheap there, it seems like.
No, I wouldn't say that the merchandise is cheap.
Oh.
The sandwiches are cheap and the beer's cheap, but the drinks are cheap. But I wouldn't say that the merchandise is cheap. I would bet that I don't know for a fact, but I would bet it costs $30-$40.
Wow. Okay, so the Masters made their money today on umbrellas. That's good to know.
Yeah, as if they needed more money.
Right. Well, so what other rounds? I mean, we got to talk about Tiger Woods at least. You called me crazy for not including Tiger, Phil, or Rory in the top 5, and I almost got away with it, but Tiger snuck his way into the top 5 there.
And we've seen this out of Tiger before. He kind of fell out of contention early. At the turn, I think he was.
I think he was two over.
He was 1 over at the turn. He was 2 over after 8. He birdied 9 and 10, and so he kind of fell out of contention, and then he came back, but he was never a real threat to win.
Right.
When he had his putt on 16, that was his one chance. And actually, I was walking up 17, and Tiger's mom just happened to be right behind me, and she said, that was a missed opportunity. We only have a few holes left. And so hearing Tiger Woods' mom say he just missed an opportunity at 16 was kind of funny because she has a different accent. But
golf analysis there, yeah.
Yeah, golf analysis from Tiger Woods' mom as I walked up the 17th hole. But yeah, it was I don't know how to describe Tiger's day. I don't know how to describe Tiger's tournament. It was just a wild tournament for Tiger Woods and gets another tied for 4th. I'm pretty sure in the 5 years that I've covered this event, Tiger Woods has finished tied for 4th at least 3 times.
I looked it up, actually. This is the 11th time in his career he's finished top 5 in the Masters, which is obviously he plays to win this thing, but that's unbelievable.
Yeah, another strong week. Like I said, I think yesterday, Tiger Woods he played better than his score reflects all week, in my opinion. Of course, he had the 15th flag incident on Friday. That's a 4-shot swing. He ended up being out of the playoff by 4 shots.
Yeah.
So
ultimately, I think that's what this tournament will be remembered for Tiger Woods.
For the 15th flag, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
100% sure. Yep. Any other interesting rounds that you saw? Anything interesting you saw on the final day of the Masters today?
I thought that Guan Tin Long was interesting. Finishing his round as the low amateur, shooting a 75 today. No double bogeys and no 3 putts throughout the entire tournament. Just a really consistent effort by a 14-year-old. He's not really good enough. He's not really long enough off the tee to score much better than he scored, but it was just such consistency throughout his 4 rounds. It just a remarkable performance by the 14-year-old. But I think that you'll remember this tournament.
Adam Scott is now in the interview room.
Adam Scott's in the interview room. I think that's my cue to go because I need to go.
You need to go to that interview. Yes.
I think so. All right, Dan. It's been fun.
Adam Scott is now in the interview room.
All right.
I've got to go. Live from Augusta. In the interview room.
Let us know what Adam Scott says. It's been a fun week. See you later, folks.